You train hard, you lift heavy, you sweat through your shirts, but the fat, still there. Frustrating, right? That's because training is only part of the process. If you don't have the other pieces dialed in, fat loss will stall no matter how much effort you throw at the gym. In this video, I'm breaking down the top 10 reasons you're not losing fat, even though you work out. It's not to call you out, it's to call you up. Let's build, brick by brick. 1. You think healthy equals low calorie. People eat massive salads drenched in oil, ranch, nuts, and cheese. They think, it's healthy, so I'm fine. But here's the truth. You can gain fat by eating healthy food. Calories still count, even if they come from avocados, almond butter, or brown rice. Clean eating doesn't mean fat loss. Portion control does. Track your food, not just what you think is healthy. 2. You drink your calories. You're watching your meals, but what about your drinks? Liquid calories add up fast. That morning latte, 200 plus calories. Post-workout smoothie could be 400. Healthy juice might as well be soda with vitamins. The worst part, they don't fill you up. You're still hungry after, so you eat more. And just like that, your deficit is gone. When you're trying to lose fat, stick to zero or low-calorie drinks. Water, black coffee, diet soda, only if you need it. Want flavor? Add lemon, stevia, or electrolyte mixes with no sugar. If you're serious about fat loss, drink smart, because what you sip counts just as much as what you chew. 1 can of Coke contains 140 calories. With that amount of calories, you could eat 1 serving of chicken breast instead, which will keep you from being hungry. If you need your Coke fix, switch it out for 0 sugar Coke instead. 3. You're trying to spot reduce fat. Hitting crunches to burn belly fat? Doing side bends to trim your love handles? I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't work like that. Your body chooses where it burns fat, not you. You can train a specific muscle, but fat loss, that happens systemically. Your body doesn't target fat stores based on the exercises you do. It goes at its own pace, in its own order, based on genetics and hormones. It can be frustrating, I know. You work your abs every day and they're still hidden. You kill yourself with tricep dips, but your arms look the same. That's because the fat on top of the muscle hadn't dropped yet. And most of the time, the areas you want to change the most are the last to lean out. Your lower belly, your thighs, your back. They're called stubborn fat for a reason. But here's the key. You can't out-crunch your nutrition. You have to get leaner as a whole. That's how you reveal definition in those tough spots. So stop trying to target fat. It's a losing game. Dial in your food. Get your steps in. Stay consistent with your lifting. Focus on getting leaner overall. Those stubborn spots will come off last, not first. But they will come off if you keep showing up. 4. You think fasted cardio is magic. You wake up early and go straight to the treadmill. No food, just caffeine and cardio. The idea is, if you train on an empty stomach, your body has no choice but to burn fat. Here's the truth. Being fasted doesn't give you an edge. Fat loss comes down to your calorie deficit across the day, not whether your stomach was full at 6 a.m. In fact, if training gives you more energy, better intensity, and better recovery, you'll probably burn more fat in the long run by eating first. Cardio is a tool. When you use it matters. But when you eat, that's not the game changer people think it is. Whether you do cardio fasted or not fasted should be nothing more than a personal preference. 5. You're doing too much high-intensity interval training. Running. Everyone says it's the best for fat loss. Shorter, more intense, more calories burned. Sounds great on paper, but the reality? HIIT is hard to recover from. It spikes your appetite, it taxes your nervous system, and it can be harder to sustain every day, especially if you're new to it. Fat loss doesn't require you to train like a Navy SEAL or a college athlete. Most people do better with low to moderate intensity cardio, like walking, cycling, or incline treadmill. Save HIIT for when you're rested and ready, but don't make it your only tool. 6. You eat too many healthy snacks. Granola, nuts, peanut butter, bananas. They add up fast, real fast. The problem with healthy snacks is they wear a disguise. They look clean, they sound nutritious, and they're often marketed like they burn fat just by being in your hand. But here's the truth. When it comes to fat loss, your body doesn't care if a calorie came from a protein bar or a donut. If you eat too much of either, your fat loss will stall. It's not just about what you eat. It's about how much, how often, and why. Snacking out of boredom, out of habit, because it's there. That's not real hunger. That's emotional or environmental eating, and it adds up. A tablespoon of peanut butter is over 100 calories. Most people scoop double that without even thinking. Bananas are great for energy, but if you're eating 3 a day between meals, that's an extra 300 plus calories easy. Even protein bars. Some are packed with 200 to 250 calories and extra sugar alcohols that leave you bloated. There are also some good protein bars out there, however. When you're cutting, every calorie has to work for you. So stick to full meals, meals with structure, meals that leave you satisfied for hours. And if you need snacks, make them intentional, measured, accounted for. Not something you grab between boredom scrolls on your phone. Stick to real meals. Stay full. Keep snacking strategic. 7. You're obsessing over meal timing, like breakfast equals fat burner. You don't need to eat breakfast the second you wake up to ignite your metabolism or fast until 3 p.m. Fat loss doesn't care when you eat. It cares how much you eat. If you like eating in the morning, cool. If you prefer waiting until noon, that works too. Just control your calories and get plenty of protein to keep your muscle. Timing matters for performance, but it doesn't make or break fat loss. Sometimes I eat a meal that's high in carbs before I work out, like fruit with honey or a sweet potato. This provides quick energy to fuel the workout and is handy, especially on leg day. 8. You're always hungry because your plan sucks. You don't have to suffer 24/7 to get lean. If you're starving all the time, your plan's broken. Not because you're weak, but because your system is flawed. You can be in a calorie deficit and still feel satisfied if you know how to build your meals right. Eat mostly low-calorie, high-volume foods. Stuff that fills your stomach without blowing your calorie budget. Chicken, lean beef, Greek yogurt, spinach, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, water. These are some of my favorites, but any vegetable, lean protein, or low-calorie fruit is ideal. These are the tools. Use them. A 200-calorie donut might taste amazing, but it won't keep you full for more than 20 minutes. A 200-calorie egg white omelet with spinach and salsa, that buys you hours. And make your food taste good. Don't live on plain chicken and sadness. Season your meals. Use herbs, spices, low-calorie sauces, lemon juice, hot sauce, garlic, whatever keeps your meals from becoming a chore. You're not less disciplined because you want your meals to taste good. You're smarter because you know you'll stick to it. That's how you win long-term. Because real discipline isn't about suffering. It's about building a system that you can live with. And the people who can live with their plan the longest, they're the ones who get shredded and stay there. 9. You cut carbs too low. Cutting carbs makes you drop water weight fast. It's a great tool for getting rid of bloat, so it feels like fat loss. But what happens next? Sometimes your lifts suffer, your energy tanks, your cravings go up, you binge, then you feel like you failed. Carbs don't make you fat. Excess calories do. Use carbs wisely. Carbs like pure honey, fruit, and sweet potatoes give you energy. It's the excess carbs from junk food that usually rob your energy and make you feel sluggish. Now, some people can do just fine or even perform better with a low-carb diet, also known as keto diet. At the end of the day, I'm just saying that's not something you have to do. It's a personal preference. 10. You're not being accountable. This one hits deep because it's the easiest to hide. You think you're eating clean. You think your portions are good. You swear you're in a deficit. But are you tracking the oil and butter you cook with? Are you being honest? Fat loss doesn't care about your intentions. It responds to your execution. The peanut butter you eyeballed, probably double what you thought. The handful of almonds you grabbed between meals, that was a meal. The protein shake you made, not 200 calories, more like 500 when you count the extras. If you're not logging what you eat down to sauces, bites, and snacks, don't be surprised when the scale doesn't move. And it's not just food, it's your steps, your sleep, your training intensity. You skipped your walk, hit the gym with half energy, slept 5 hours, and still expect your body to drop fat? That's not how this works. You can't fix what you don't track. You can't adjust what you don't measure. Accountability isn't about being perfect. It's about being real with yourself, calling yourself out when no one else will. If you overeat one day, it's fine. Track it, write it down, own it. If you keep messing up, admit it, fix it. Move forward. Because the person who holds themselves accountable is the one who sees real results. Discipline is built when no one's watching, and results are a reflection of long-term discipline. Fat loss isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. You can lift hard and still get nowhere if you're not being honest about the rest of the process. Start tracking, start adjusting, start building the habits that actually matter. You don't need magic. You need structure. We don't choose fads. We build results, brick by brick. Subscribe if you're ready to cut through the BS and build a body that actually lasts.